Hello, everyone. Did Jasmy lose a massive partner, or are we being emotional? We understand that there's a lot of doom and gloom going on in the community. I'm back with Rob Crypto Future 99. We're going to address some key things about why this matters. You may feel as though you don't want to smash the like when there's bad news or FUD, but consider doing so. We'll address some things, and I think we'll earn it. We're going to start off with Hara. This is where it all started as far as FUD. And you guys know me, I do FUD busters once in a while. Let's get into it.
Gotta do FUD busters, man.
Absolutely. And who better to do it than being joined with you? So Hara point out this thing, and we'll address some of the other key things. So he says, this image has been used as an example to Jasmy team for a risk announcement for deepfake. And of course, he is having a conversation with NeoXTrix, who's this guy, great researcher. And it conveyed that is an affectionate expression from a prominent community. No need to worry. Hara says, before an audience of 100 experts, I explained the importance of maintaining ledgers and providing an environment for recording information precisely because we live in an AI society. Today marked a crucial near-year kickoff party hosted by Jasmy stakeholders. It proved more successful than some of the side events, with over 100 attendees at Jasmy office. Again, Rob's been there, including representatives from listed companies and national research institutions. So this right here, like before we even get into it, Rob and everybody else, everybody, I hate to say, just completely dismiss this. They're like, forget all the ones you showed your business card to. Literally, Hara says, business card flew out like hotcakes, and it became convicted that much of what I wish to achieve for Jasmy and now aim to realize through Junction can be accomplished and explained within this network. If anything, like you could have paused there and just done a separate post about the FUD. But then this is where we get derailed, Rob. He says, truth be told, I've been feeling down after a major project fell through, but today has revived me. I'm so excited, but I doubt that I'll sleep tonight. Lately, ideas have been flowing. Again,
Can I just
yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
First?
Yeah.
Someone who's actually sat down and met with Hara, talked with him many times, I can tell you, first off, and being the CFO of Jasmy, CEO of Junction, I can tell you as well that when you're on that level, especially on global companies, you don't mince words, right? You don't misuse words like the common person would do. The average retail investor, for example, people would overuse the word ironic, and what they're saying is actually not ironic, or whatever the case. They'd say literally, right, when it's actually figuratively. And that's what I'm talking about, right? People on the level of CEO of major global companies, they don't do that kind of thing. They're very careful with the words that they use because words mean things, right? Now, if you can do me a favor and put that back on the screen for a second, I want to point something out to you, right? I'm seeing a lot of speculation about it being, and I'm going to kind of, shatter the ice here and say a lot of people are panicking, saying that they think that the partnership with Panasonic has fallen through. That's the speculation. Go back up again. Scroll back up to where you had it highlighted there. Down a little bit. So right there, yeah. So what he says is, truth be told, I'm feeling down after a major project fell through, right? A major project fell through. He didn't say a major partnership fell through. A major collaboration fell through. He said a major project fell through, right? So first off, right there, I think that jumping the gun and saying that some partnership has fallen through, for me, is kind of already a stretch until we get more answers. Again, words mean things. Sorry, you can continue on. I just wanted to point.
No, don't be sorry. I'm glad you pointed out because it is a good point. He did say project, he didn't say partner. So people look at like, well, projects are partners. Call it whatever you want. I mean, Rob makes a valid point. What we're going to point out here, again, this is no run shame on people, right? You're part of the community. You're wondering about some of these things. So again, we'll address this part. But when we go further down to it, I mean, a lot of people that follow myself and Rob, like, what project? Real OG. What are you referring to? Don't just put that ish out there without an explanation why it failed. WTF is going on. Again, and then of course this brings out the typical people, basically like, I don't know, somebody down, like this guy, Jasmy scam, like you understand how that goes. You're always going to be that guy, right? So again, people see this, and then again, I'm just looking at like, are we just going to completely dismiss the whole idea of what Hara just mentioned as far as those business cards flew out like hotcakes? No, we don't want to pay attention to that. Right? We don't pay attention to that at all. Go ahead.
Bad news travels faster than good news. Come on now.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, again, and so I decided to get more into this because I was like, yeah, we really deviated from all this. And all Neil was trying to share was like, again, in this whole thing, it's like Jasmy does have some things that emphasizes the whole thing of, again, data free flow with trust. Uh, Again, we had some leaders from Japan that, you know, pounded at home over 20, was it 2023, 2024, especially. We had basically this person that was part of the finance ministry, I believe it was. He didn't get reelected, but I used to know this guy's name all the time. But anyway, uh, he didn't. And again, he just trying to put something together as a Neo X Tricks. And again, so Hara showed some of this because I guess some people were worried about, like, oh my gosh, look, there's Ando-san and there's Sato-san. Did they really say these things? No, this is it's deep fake. So it's like, does Jasmy have anything that would combat this, for example? And again, if you think about it, there really is no documentation from what I gathered, Rob. But again, Hara basically kicking off the whole event, um, recognizing the setback of what's going on with Jasmy and the trajectory. But basically speaking, I mean, if they're going to handle personal data, why wouldn't they recognize deepfake? Maybe that's something that's in their pipeline in the future, especially when it comes to like that one project, Mofuria. I've covered that in the past, where it's biometric.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah, biometric, your actual fingerprints and stuff like that. It's going to have more weight than just, a deep fake of you, right?
yeah,
Like maybe there's a deep fake out there of a Canadian juggernaut, and it's like, my goodness, who is this guy, right? But it's not you. So we wanted to address some of those things. Rob, I believe you have something because people are going to say, like, if this is true, Jasmy is going to tank. It's going to be, doom and gloom all over again. This is going to be worse than the monitoring zone and all this hogwash. But apparently you have something to reference, because what we gathered before we started recording was that Jasmy officially was placed into the Binance monitoring zone on May 10th, 2023. And I believe you have a chart you want to pull up. You want to discuss some key things before we wrap up this video?
yeah, yeah. We can look at it
All right.
because you're right. I will get asked that question a lot. People will say, "Well, if that's the case, what can we expect in terms of price action from Jasmy?" Well, if you look at the chart, there's a lot of things that are different right now as opposed to what was happening to Jasmy at that time. Anyways, as you can see, we had a very clear double top taking place when they made the announcement. Anyway, so for me personally, just looking at the chart, Jasmy was going to be coming down at least to the neckline here around 204.344, no matter what, minimum, right? Based on this double top structure that we already had going on, right? Now, so at the time we were already in a bearish structure. So as you can see, these two red daily candles, boom, boom. I'm sure the news didn't help things, but it brought us down. We bottomed out down here a couple months later, around 203 ish, 2028, and then we started working our way back up again, right? So if we fast forward to today, what does today's structure look like on Jasmy? Well, I mean, if you're on our Patreon, you know that we're actually in a bullish structure, not a bearish structure on Jasmy. We are in a very, very long bull flag or a descending channel, whichever you want to call it. But and today's price action specifically was actually green because we were red down here before Hara had said any of that. And we've actually been bought all the way back up to support right around 20644. So we flipped from red to green. And I'd also like to point out that we're about to see a golden cross take place here on the daily time frame for Jasmy as well. As you see, I just kind of noticed this. The 30-day moving average is getting ready to cross back above the 100-day moving average. So we're about to see a golden cross take place on Jasmy's daily time frame as well. So just some things to consider.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you're pointing this out because, sometimes people need to see that, Rob. And, I'm glad that you are really good with charts and you can reference some of that. So, um, the other thing I want to get into, I didn't want to do so much of a deep dive on this, but nonetheless, I will reference some key things here that I don't think people are really, I don't know, I guess too aware of, basically speaking. But basically, Jasmy does have some key patents that I guess you could say are worth noting. Okay. So for one, something I just want to kind of somewhat pull up on your screen. Okay. So again, it's a little bit of everything, but basically from what I gathered, again, you guys can look this up. They do have a patent, okay, multiple patents that are primarily filed in Japan. And again, I don't want to nerd this out too much. It is built on the original white paper's concepts, and basically it has a focus to detect or prevent deepfake related fraud, ensuring data origins. There's not a lot of publications out about this. Maybe somebody like Brian and somebody else in the community has talked about it, but the patent is actually called JP7250288. Its technical description is called Terminal Equipment Information Processing System and Program, and that was originally registered March 1st, 2023. Just to give you the quick gist, you have Sato-san, you have Marita, who I've talked about a lot. There's another guy, Takashi Hagawara. You've seen some pictures with him. But in that patent, if you were to get further into this, and again, I'm trying to take some stuff from Japanese to English, so it's kind of garbled up. It describes generating multiple cryptographic keys from a primary key and software information, then encrypting those logs. For example, device operations. Remember how I mentioned biometrics, like things like Mofiria, IoT data for blockchain storage. Now, here's the quick gist. How does it counter deepfakes? Well, as we know, with blockchain, you should have what is referred to as tamper-resistant nature. Like, it basically means any altered data, like deepfake videos, in this case, would break the chain of transactions. But in this thing going back and forth, the decryption requires specific private keys, and that does allow for verification layers. In a nutshell, they do have some things about this. This is the only thing I have that kind of somewhat talks about this. I will pull this up on the screen, and then we'll, if anything, probably wrap this video up here shortly. So what is this about? Well, again, everything got derailed, right, with all the FUD, but they did point this out again on Medium a while back. If anything, it's January 2024, JASMY patent for the generation and use cryptographic keys. And then if you go further down into this, which we will, again, the summary of this. So it goes down, excuse me, and it mentions the inventors, like I pointed out. And again, the whole thing of the logs. And of course, how it's all done with blockchain. Again, this is super nerdy stuff. But nonetheless, again, getting into the, what they're going to do in the future in regard to this. So is Neo referencing some of these things? Could very well be. But again, apparently, if you jump back to it, which we will for a second, let me jump back. You see that Hara showed it to who? And this is where people forget this. Basically, all these people, where's the exact message? Excuse me. About the business card. Let me just highlight that. Business. There it is. Business card flew out like hotcakes. So again, this gets derailed if they flew out like hotcakes and you had apparently, I think he said 100 or more. Anyway, a lot of people there. Again, this gets derailed with the FUD. So it is what it is, Rob. Some closing comments from you based off of what we shared and some other things you want to mention.
Well, I just wanted to kind of touch quickly on the end of what he had said that we didn't really touch on, and nobody's really paying attention to. Is he also said that he's so excited that he's probably not going to sleep tonight, right? But that also kind of gets lost in translation. People take the negative. So Hara puts his post out. He ends it with him being extremely excited about what's coming, and that he's not even going to be able to sleep tonight, and people just completely bypass it. So, guys, you got to pay attention to everything that's going on, right? Everything that is said. Secondly, listen, guys, I know that a lot of people are frustrated in crypto right now. A lot of people are probably holding, in the red. A lot of people came in December and January, which ended up being the top for the cycle, right? Listen, if you're new to crypto, if you've never been through a cycle before, and you're finding yourself frustrated, you don't know what's going on, guys, get over to our Patreon communities, either Max's or myself. You can book one-on-one coaching calls. We do group coaching calls. We have supportive communities over there, 8 different chat rooms over on mine. I know Max has multiple chat rooms as well. We can get all the help and guidance that you need, right? If you want to talk to me personally, you want to sit down, you want to have a conversation, we can have a look at your portfolio. We can help restructure it, get you pointed in the right direction, all that kind of stuff, guys. We can ease your worries. If you're having questions, if you're concerned about what direction the market's going in, sit down and have a conversation with people like Max and myself who've been through multiple cycles and can help guide you through this space. Right? In my group, and Max, we also do trades almost on a daily basis. And if you want to learn how to trade, we have courses that are over on my Patreon, and I'll be dropping them over for Max over on his Patreon as well, where you can learn how to trade. And guys, guess what? We partnered with BTCC to make all this come together, right? So you can use, if you don't know how to trade, you can actually use BTCC in our trading groups, and you can practice in demo mode without putting your own capital at risk. And you can learn how to do these trades while the market is down, so you can become good at it for when the time comes that you need to utilize it, right? So check it out, guys. The links to our Patrons will be down below. There's no shame in having your hand held by a community of people who've been through multiple cycles. So check it out today, guys.
Thanks so much for that. And I think, Rob, you deserve the crown of basically smashing the FUD on this one, because you really caught some great nuggets. And just in case you guys forgot about it, I do want to highlight what Rob just mentioned. Again, he isn't saying that he's so disappointed, as in Hara, that he can't sleep tonight. It's saying he's so excited. Excited is different from, oh, I'm so disappointed. Oh, I can't sleep tonight. I can't, no, nothing like that. So we wanted to address this as soon as possible, which we did. And guys, that's an outline. Do us a solid if you listen to it all. Type in this key comment into the comment section, and that is research over FUD, and we'll know that you listened to the entire outline. On behalf of myself and Rob, know what you have, know why you hold it. The research, yes, real research trumps FUD, because there's a lot of that out there. 110%. May the Lord Jesus bless you all. We truly mean that. We'll see you guys on the next video. Over and out. God bless. I have many friends that are earning every single day trading futures on BTCC. It's a simple process, and even if you don't want to learn how to trade, you could follow a trader on the site and let him do the trading for you. And again, I'm not trying to have any of you guys use your hard-earned money to lose anything. You don't know what you're doing? Don't jump into this, but there is money to be made, and don't use your nest egg for leverage trading. Use a separate portfolio. But I suggest learn how to trade. Earn you some extra money on BTCC. It's easy. You don't have to KYC, and you don't have to use a virtual private network VPN. This is a wonderful site. They've been around since 2011. Give them a shot. Also, when you earn that extra money, you can store that on your Decent wallet. The Decent wallet was not affected by the XRPL debacle, where the backdoor of many wallets was open and there was a breach. So Decent wallet was not affected by that. Decent wallet is as safe as you keep your seed phrase. It's a wonderful product, and you can get the discount by using the link. It's the only way to get the affiliate discount, and that is to use an affiliate link. So that link is popping up on the upper right side of your screen, and it is the one that you will use. You will also get free shipping. Pick you up a Decent wallet today. Secure your assets. If you don't have them stored in a wallet and sitting on an exchange, then you're at risk. So pick you one up today. Thank you.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah.
I have many friends that are earning every single day trading futures on BTCC. It's a simple process, and even if you don't want to learn how to trade, you could follow a trader on the site and let him do the trading for you. And again, I'm not trying to have any of you guys use your hard-earned money to lose anything. You don't know what you're doing? Don't jump into this, but there is money to be made, and don't use your nest egg for leverage trading. Use a separate portfolio. But I suggest learn how to trade. Earn you some extra money on BTCC. It's easy. You don't have to KYC, and you don't have to use a virtual private network VPN. This is a wonderful site. They've been around since 2011. Give them a shot. Also, when you earn that extra money, you can store that on your Decent wallet. The Decent wallet was not affected by the XRPL debacle, where the backdoor of many wallets was open and there was a breach. So Decent wallet was not affected by that. Decent wallet is as safe as you keep your seed phrase. It's a wonderful product, and you can get the discount by using the link. It's the only way to get the affiliate discount, and that is to use an affiliate link. So that link is popping up on the upper right side of your screen, and it is the one that you will use. You will also get free shipping. Pick you up a Decent wallet today. Secure your assets. If you don't have them stored in a wallet and sitting on an exchange, then you're at risk. So pick you one up today. Thank you.